here I'll use a working backward strategy, basically. And when we do that, the first thing that we want to notice is that our conclusion must come from line 2 somehow, or I should be more careful, is likely to come from line 2 somehow. But how? And of course, one of the things to notice about line 2 is that it takes the shape that we need for exportation. That is to say, we have a conjunction and a horseshoe, and the conjunction is in the antecedent position of the horseshoe. And so what exportation looks like here then is that we export that second conjunct by turning it into the antecedent of an embedded conditional. And of course, once we have it written out that way, we see that we've got our conclusion as the consequent of a conditional. And so if we just A by itself, then we could use modus ponens. And of course, this is line 2 after exportation. And we are looking for A. We of course don't have it anywhere. And so this is that intermediate step that we want. We want A so that we can use modus ponens and get our conclusion. Taking stock again of what we've got in our proof so far, which is just the premises, we notice that at line 3, we do have A. It is negated, but we do have the sentence letter A, and it's in the antecedent position of a conditional. Now that is tollens. After all, modus tollens is the rule that lets us derive the antecedent, albeit negated. And remember that we're interested in the position of our component. The key match is the antecedent being in the derived line. Don't get tricked here into thinking that we want modus ponens for some reason, because of course with modus ponens, what we're deriving is the consequent position, and we don't really want tilde D. To use modus tollens correctly, we need the consequent on a line by itself with a negation. And so that means what we're looking for is the consequent, and we have to make sure that there is a tilde in front of the consequent. So we're looking for tilde D. Now attend here to the fact that we are not simply looking for tilde D. Don't think that we're just looking for that one tilde. We need to take the consequent of the horseshoe, all of it, and then look for it with a tilde in front of it. And of course, the consequent of line 3 isn't just D, but actually tilde D. And so we look for that consequent, which is tilde D, with a tilde, in this case, an additional tilde in front of that sentence. And of course, we want tilde D because that's going to get us tilde A. And of course, getting tilde A means, after a double negation step anyway, that we'll be able to derive A. And so now we look for where we might have tilde D. And in the body of the proof, we, of course, don't have it yet, but it's a sentence that we can easily get by using double negation on line 1. Now that we have it, we unroll our backwards annotation, so to say. We wanted tilde D, and we wanted it so that we could use modus tollens. So line 5 is going to be modus tollens applied to, well, line 3 and whatever line tilde D occurred on, and that is line 4. And modus tollens gets us tilde A. Why did we want tilde A? Oh, it was because, as we follow our notes through, we wanted tilde A so that we could double negate it. So that's going to be line 5, double negation. And then now here we wanted A in order to be able to use modus ponens on line 2 plus exportation. Okay. And so our notes tell us that we need to use exportation on line 2. We can go ahead and use modus ponens, and that's going to be on the exported line 2, which in this case is going to be line 7, and of course the line that A appears on, which is line 6. And notice here I have written this line references not in numerical order. Whatever suits your preferences, you can put them into the right order, or actually it doesn't matter. But what we get is the consequent, of the conditional at line 7. And of course, B hook C is our desired conclusion, and we're done with the proof.